Oh, look at this beautiful sunshine. How could we not come outside and enjoy it for this week's video? Well, are you thinking about starting a career as a filmmaker, either as a freelancer or starting a creative agency? Well, look, it can be pretty daunting if you're starting it out by yourself, like I did quite a few years ago. And I've been reflecting recently, just thinking about my journey, how I got to where I am today. And there's definitely been some hard lessons, some mistakes, definitely lots of big wins. So I thought, why don't I share my tips so you can start off your career on the right foot? Hello, you beautiful humans, it is Jem Lang here and welcome to another video. Now, I'm not gonna get into tech specs, anything like that about frame rates or composition or focal distance. Today is purely about lessons that I've learned along the way with being a freelancer and having a creative agency. Now, the title of the video is about filmmakers, but everything in this video also applies to photographers as well. So tip number one is invest in yourself. Now, there's two parts to this tip. The first one is investing in gear. Now, of course, you need camera gear to be able to do your job. So you do need to invest in cameras and lenses and computers and microphones and lights and all of the stuff. But while you're researching what camera gear to buy, just remember that you don't need the best of the best, and there is no such thing as a perfect camera. The other thing to keep in mind is that there is no right or wrong ecosystem or body or lens to buy. Everyone has opinions, so make sure you do your research and find out what works for you. The second part to investing in yourself is education. Upping your skills means that you will get better at your job and you'll be able to do more, which will create more opportunities. So make sure you do courses, make sure you do other things like Skillshare or online resources. Be a sponge and absorb as much as you can and learn as much as you can. Even if you find someone who is doing the type of content that you like or working with the types of clients that you want to do, why don't you reach out to them and see if you can shadow with them and just offer to work with them for free or something like that. It definitely is worth it. Look at this beautiful serene lake. I don't know, I wouldn't mind working out here all the time. Okay, so my tip number two is say yes to opportunities. Opportunities is where the magic happens. This is where you get to do some amazing stuff and some amazing experiences. So wherever the opportunities come up, just say yes to them. Now, as part of that, you do need to go looking for opportunities and get creative with it. Think outside the square. Whether you need to jump on Instagram or Facebook groups, look around, reach out to potential clients that you want to work with, offer them some free work. Now, that is a bit of a controversial subject, whether you should or shouldn't do free work. My opinion is that you should take on some free jobs when you're starting out. For example, when I started, I did one free photography shoot for a potential client. It went really well, they loved my work, and then they became an ongoing client where I had lots of work through them. Then, as my work started getting out there, other clients started seeing that work, and it just kept on going and going and going. So from doing that one free photography shoot, here we are today. Oh, it's all happening. I thought this would be a nice quiet park, but there's like police sirens and trains and birds in the tree above me. Anyway, so my tip number three is work on your relationships with your clients. Now, I don't mean go to a counselor with your client. That's not what I mean. I mean, make your clients feel valued. They want to feel like they are your only client. It doesn't matter whether you've got editing up to your eyeballs and you don't even have time to eat or sleep. They don't care about that. They want to feel valued and special. That bird agrees. You all right? Okay. Where was I? Okay, so with your clients feeling valued and special, they will keep coming back to you. It doesn't matter whether it's just a one-off shoot. There is that potential for them to come back and get more work from you, but also recommend you to other people. Now, there is nothing better than word of mouth recommendations. They're free, and just by putting a little bit of effort with your clients, you could get so much more work from them and make so much more money just by making them feel valued and special. Oh, okay, hopefully we're out of the wind here. We'll see how we go. Okay, so tip number four is get yourself a good accountant. I know it's really boring, but it's really important to get yourself a good accountant and get your taxes in order right from the beginning, because if you don't, it can go pear-shaped very quickly. Now, it's going to be different for whatever country you're in, so make sure you do your own research, but it is very important to get on top of it right at the start. I've heard of stories of people going bankrupt after they're getting themselves established because their taxes haven't been in order from the start, and it can get very messy and it can ruin people's lives, and I don't want that to happen to you. So make sure you get yourself a good accountant and get your taxes in order. Oh, look how beautiful it is here. I could spend all day here. Okay, so tip number 5 is spend time on your business. Using your camera and filming, whether you're taking photos or doing video, that's only part of the story. You do need to spend time on your business, whether that means creating a really good website, posting on social media, doing marketing, creating contracts, having a really good invoicing system, or even setting up a CRM to manage all of your clients. Look, it's really important to do those things, so make sure you allocate time throughout your week or 2 weeks, whatever you need to do, so you can work on that stuff. Okay, so tip number 6 is don't be scared of getting a part-time job. When you're starting out, it can be very stressful because you've got lots of overheads. You need to buy a lot of equipment and setting yourself up. Plus, you've got your living expenses that you still need to pay for. So you still need to pay for your rent and put food in your belly and pay for your electricity. And when you're stressed because you don't have as much money coming in, it's taking up valuable space in your brain, which you could be using that energy towards developing your business, developing yourself, and it's taking away from being creative as well. So getting a part-time job can help alleviate that. Now, of course, you would want a creative job that could lead on to other opportunities, but if you can't get a creative job, it's okay. The main thing is that you want it to stay at work. So whatever you're doing, your job, it stays at work and it's not coming home with you, so you can then work on your own business. Oh, how's this light? Just got the sunshine coming through the trees. Oh, it's just so nice. Okay, so my last tip, which I think is the most important tip, is enjoy the process. This is a journey. There's going to be ups and downs, but you're going to have some really big wins. So make sure you stop, take a breath and observe that and enjoy that stuff that happens. Celebrate your wins. I still send my work off to my family so they can see all the amazing stuff that I get to do. It makes me feel proud of what I'm doing. So never stop celebrating those wins and enjoy it. So there you go, they are my tips for starting your career as a filmmaker, whether you're starting out as a freelancer or a content agency or as a photographer. I would love to hear from you. What challenges have you found? Let me know in the comments section below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as it really makes a difference and I'll be able to keep bringing these videos to you. If there's anything in this video that you'd like me to go in deeper, please let me know. My name's Jem Lang and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.